Hi friends, Krista here. Thank you so much for stopping by Books and Jams and welcome to another weekend reading vlog. It is Friday afternoon at 1:40 almost, and I am just about to head out to go see my brother who is still in the hospital. He's actually still in the ICU or intensive care unit. He has had a rough week. It's been very tiring and he is just not doing great. He's making baby steps every day. We're ready for him to see some progress. So I'm going to go visit him for a little bit. I just wanted to get this vlog started. I'm having the worst hair day and it's rainy and gross outside and I did not sleep well last night. So part of me just wants to put on pajamas and curl up into bed, but I'm not going to do that. I might do that later, but for now I am going to go visit him. But I did lay down for a little bit because I only had a little bit left, and I finished The Last Quintista by Donna Barba Higuera. This was the Newbery winner for this year, 2022, and this is the 100th Newbery winner. That prize started in 1922, so it's pretty cool that this is the 100th winner. In this, we follow Petra, and she and her family are slated to, her parents are both scientists, and Halley's Comet is on a path to hit the Earth, and they're going to travel to some other planet where they're going to repopulate on another planet. But it's going to take them hundreds of years to get there. All of this stuff. It's like very sci-fi, which is not my normal go-to, but I ended up really loving this book. Petra's parents kind of want her to follow in their footsteps. The mom is a biologist, I think, and the dad is a geologist, studies rocks, and the mom studies plants. But Petra wants to be like her abuelita, who is a storyteller. So while on the ship, they get into these pods where their bodies are going to be preserved, and they get to learn like all of this information is like downloaded to their core, whatever. When Petra wakes up out of stasis, she is the only one now who has memories of Earth. And what is she going to do about that? It was very cool. I really, really enjoyed this story. It brought me to tears near the end. I loved the emphasis on stories, and I just really loved this book so much. This is not a wrap up, but I did just finish this book today, and it is going to get 5 stars for me. And I don't normally read sci-fi, so that's pretty cool. Last year for the full year, I signed up to receive quarterly boxes from CauseBox. They changed their name to All True, and I canceled that recently and decided to get something a little different. But I love a subscription box with surprises that come, so I decided to do singlesswag box, and it was at my door when I came home today. So I'm going to open it with you and see what is inside. I have never done this subscription box before, so I'm just kind of excited to see. This tells you, I think, what's in there. I'm excited to see what they're going to give me. I don't know. I think I signed up for just a couple months of this one. Let's see. This is, it looks like a beanie. Oh, it is. It's a little beanie. A little winter hat. Sorry for the plastic sound. Oh, it's so cute. It's so soft. It's like a Chanel. Chanel. What do you call that? Oh, and it's lined on the inside. Oh, what a nice winter hat. I'm going to put it on. Oh, it's so warm. Cute. It would look better with my hair down, but cute winter hat. This is Spongel Lavender Sky. Multi-use. Is this like soap? What is this? Oh, it's like a scrubby thing. Oh, it smells so good. All-in-one beauty treatment. It's like one of those, almost like a loofah, but it's loaded with these essential oils. Body wash, buffer, dermatologist tested, cleanses, exfoliates, hydrates, and massages. Oh, fun. That's cool. It smells really good. I've been thinking about taking a bath lately. Maybe I'll take a bath and kind of just use that as a massager and a little spa treatment for myself this weekend. That would be lovely. We got something from Indigo. This is a nice little box. Get quite a few things in here. Oh, that's cute. Now, see, I won't wear that. But built-in gift for my sister, because she would absolutely wear that. I don't wear anything really gold, and I don't wear studs. So I can pass that along to my sister. for her birthday. So happy birthday, Rachel. She doesn't watch this, so it's okay. And it comes in a little bag. Nice. Oh, fun. A bubble clarifying T-zone bubble mask with sweet cherry extract. I love a face mask, so I'm always down for a face mask. And of course, the best, chocolate, dark chocolate. Ooh, Sweet Wishes, premium European chocolate. Oh, that's nice. So this is like a nice thing for this weekend. Some chocolate and a mask I could put on while I take a bath and use my new loofah, and a gift for my sister and a beanie. That was a nice little box. I'm excited. So I think I have 2 or 3 more of those coming. I can't remember if I signed up. Well, I either signed up for 3 months or 6 months. I don't remember. So it'll be a surprise. But I am going to go get ready to go visit Jordan in the hospital. I will not show you him. I'll start another audiobook while I go, but I'm not sure what that's going to be. The other book that I do have started right now is Well Matched, which is one of my NetGalley books, and it's kind of a rom-com, and it's a 3rd in a series. So it finishes a series. It's a NetGalley, and it's fun, light, fluffy, which is kind of what I need right now. But also this weekend, I'm going to be starting What the Wind Knows as a buddy read with Gloria from her channel, Gloria Thompson. I'm really excited to finally get to that book. I've been wanting to read it for so long, and we are going to start that this weekend. So we'll see what else I get read throughout the weekend. But I am going to go visit Jordan now so that when I come home, I can get comfy, cozy, and I do have some household stuff that needs to get done. I did not use my Instapot last weekend with everything with Jordan. I just didn't do a lot of cooking. So I need to figure out an Instapot recipe for this weekend and get groceries and all the good weekend things. I will check in later and let you know how it's going, what audiobook I end up starting. Hey, so I just left Jordan's room, spent about 2 hours with him today, and he was pretty awake off and on. I mean, he's sedated and he has a tube down his ventilator in, so he can't talk, but he can nod yes and no. So I was able to ask him a couple questions and just be there with him and hold his hand. I just want to give a shout out though to all of his nurses and the doctors working with him, but in particular the nurses. I have been this trip with Jordan so impressed with the care and the knowledge of these nurses. So shout out to Michaela and Jessica and Mike and any others that have been with Jordan. They really care about him, and they have requested to be with him again when they get back on shift. He's been in for 9 days now, 9 days. So he's seeing them now again, like they had their 2 days on and then their day off or whatever, but they're so kind, and I appreciate the way that they speak to him. I appreciate all the knowledge and all the different things. He's on a lot of different things, and a lot of stuff is going on with him at the same time, and I just find myself very grateful for the care that he's receiving. I believe he's in great hands. He's in God's hands, so he's in the best hands, but he's also in good hands in this hospital. It's a hospital that specializes in sickle cell anemia. So there's a lot of people who really know, they see a lot of patients with sickle cell, and they just have a good, strong foundational knowledge of the disease. And he's also dealing with a heart issue as well, so they're dealing with that. But yeah, so a lot looks the same from day to day. He's still on all the same tubes, but numbers are changing. Numbers are going in good directions. Those of you who are my praying friends, I appreciate prayers for Jordan. Pray specifically for his heart. Pulmonary hypertension is what he's dealing with. So pray specifically for his heart to handle the pressure and keep his blood pressure up. His drops very easily. And it keeps dropping when they want to take the vent out. So we need to pray for his heart. So I appreciate your prayers for that. And just, send a prayer of thanks for the doctors and nurses too, because they're amazing. I did start listening to Red, White, and Whole, which is one of the library books that I have out. I started listening to it on audio, but I will kind of do a combo deal. I had heard that it's similar to Other Words for Home. And in some way, I can see where that comparison is being made, but the writing in Other Words for Home was like a step above in my mind. I don't know. This one I'm just not loving quite as much as that one. But I'm only like, I don't know, 30 minutes into it. I'm not that far into it at all. It's only a 2.5-hour audiobook, so I will probably finish that today. But I want to get home and like have the book in front of me while I listen to it, because I like that when it's a book in verse. I like to be able to see the poetry while I'm listening to it. So I will do that, and then I'll pick something else. We'll see what it'll be. Hello. It is the end of the day on Friday. It is not quite 10 o'clock, and I have sat here on the couch watching How I Met Your Mother for about 3 or 4 episodes, and I just think I need to go to bed. I did end up finishing Red, White, and Whole by Rajani LaRocca and really enjoyed this. It was very heartbreaking when it comes right down to it. I teared up a little bit towards the end. I didn't quite love it as much as Other Words for Home, but I love a story about people who have come from other countries and like that in between, like loving your home and loving your culture and loving your traditions and loving your family and friends and also loving your new place, loving America and loving school and your friends that you've made at school. And this tug of war between the two, I just really love those kinds of stories. I cannot imagine how difficult that must be at times. But this also had the added layer. Reha is our main character, and her mother gets ill, and she has like a kind of a rough relationship with her mother at the beginning, but then when her mother gets ill, that kind of takes over everything. And so that's just a universal, not every mother gets ill, but it doesn't matter where you're from. When someone that you love gets sick, it's really difficult. So that added a whole nother layer to the story. I loved the audiobook. I gave it 4 stars. Really quick and heart-filled. It was very quick, but difficult topics that were addressed in here. Yeah, I did really enjoy it. So 4 stars, Red, White, and Whole. And I think this one, did this win a Newbery Honor this year? It's possible. I don't remember now. It won something in those awards last week or 2 weeks ago. Last week, whatever. I'm very tired. I did not sleep well last night at all. I've been waking up in the middle of the night and not able to fall back asleep right away, which is frustrating. So that happened last night, and therefore I'm going to be in bed by 10 o'clock. I have 15 minutes to get everything that I need to get ready for bed. So I'm going to do that. I will, I'm not sure exactly everything I'm going to do tomorrow. I know at some point I'm going to visit Jordan. At some point I need to practice because I'm on the worship team on Sunday. So I need to practice piano. Those are the only 2. Oh, and I need to film. So those 3 things. Oh, this hair. I did have a bath and it's like rough hair. So those are the only 3 things that I know that I need to do tomorrow. So, I mean, I did the dishes tonight. That's done. I need to do like laundry and bathroom and that kind of stuff, cleaning up around the house a little bit of decluttering, hopefully, because I kind of fell off the decluttering wagon. So we'll see where the day brings. So I'm now going to go to bed, and I have Well Matched on the Kindle app on my phone. So I'll probably just read that until I fall asleep. Hopefully not like stay up late to read it. I'm not going to stay up late to read it, but I also have been listening to Deep Sleep playlist on Alexa, and I just tell Alexa, play sleepy time music for 20 minutes or whatever, and she will play this playlist called Deep Sleep, and I love it. It's very relaxing, and I don't usually make it the full amount of time because it puts me right to sleep, which is wonderful. I love it. That's it. I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night. Well, hello. It is Saturday afternoon, and I'm finally sitting down to film a clip for today. I don't know if I just forgot or no, I know what it is. I just wasn't ready for the day. I didn't take a shower until late and I just looked horrible. It was Saturday morning coziness, but I did get a lot done today. My 3rd load of laundry is in the wash. I changed the sheets on my bed. I cleaned the kitchen. I'm just now getting ready to go mop it. I went to get groceries. I cleaned my laundry room. I've got a lot of things done today. And I'm currently just now sitting down to read chapter 1 of the Celebration of Discipline for tomorrow's discussion. It's only a few pages, so I feel like I'll read it today and then read it again tomorrow right before we talk. I'm really looking forward to reading this, and I finally just posted a schedule of the read along so that people can know. I thought I had shared it in my announcement video, but I keep getting questions about it. So apparently I wasn't very clear. I'm going to read this, go mop my kitchen, and then I'm going to go see Jordan and then come back to do some filming and more getting stuff done around the house. So I have been reading Well Matched. Occasionally I'll just sit down for 15 minutes and take a break from whatever I'm doing and read the book on my Kindle that I'm reading. And I'm actually not reading it on my Kindle. I'm reading it on my Kindle app on my phone. But I'm reading that. I do have it in print from the library, but I'm still reading it on my phone. I'm enjoying that. I'm about 50% through of that. Then later tonight, I'm going to pick up What the Wind Knows. But for now, I'm going to read this chapter and then continue to get stuff done and then go see Jordan. That is the plan for the next few hours anyway. All right, I'll talk to you later. Here I am again in the hospital parking garage. I just got done visiting Jordan, and big step today, friends. His vent came out. He was extubated. They called me this afternoon and I didn't hear it. So I missed their call. So I called back as soon as I noticed, and his nurse, who is not one of the ladies he's had in the last few days. It was a guy, and he was, I'm sure, very good at his job, but just had a different kind of bedside manner than the women that Jordan's been having. He's not calling Jordan honey and dear and speaking to him in those terms, but every time he had to do something, he's like, Jordan, this is what we're gonna do. He would tell him ahead of time, and yeah, so he was still very good. But so I talked to him this afternoon, and he was like, yep, probably a little after 3, the tube's coming out. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll be there soon. So I basically dropped everything and got to the hospital so I could be there with him when that happened. And I was able to hold his hand and just speak to him. It's a very anxiety inducing experience and super dangerous. And he has a tendency to have panic attacks with major things like that, which is very understandable. But he was a champ. He got it out, and he's still pretty doped up on meds. So, and he's had that in for 10 days, so he can't talk, but he was whisper talking to me and already talking nonsense, which is much more his normal MO when he's on a lot of meds. So yeah, he told me today that they're after me. They know where I live. They know that I'm here in Richmond and I need to watch myself. He doesn't want me to die. I'm like, Jordan, nobody's coming after me. He's like, yes, they are, Krista. They are. I was on a mission and something went wrong and now they're after you. I'm like, okay. He watches a lot of Dungeons and Dragons videos. He plays himself, but he watches other people play as well. And so all these missions, and it's all comes from that. That's all in his subconscious. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but also sad because he is still on so much meds. But yeah, huge weight. He's definitely got a long ways to go, but it was a big step today. Instead of a week filled with, we just had a week filled with baby steps every day, where nothing really looked different, but he was headed in the right direction. Today, it's a big step because it looks different now. He doesn't have that tube in his mouth going down to his lungs. Ugh. So major. Continue to pray, those of you who are still praying, because he still has a ways to go. But now I am headed home to build a new stand for my piano, my keyboard, and then practice for tomorrow. So I will let you come along as I check out this new stand that I bought. I hope it's good. It's still in the box, but I hope it's what I'm looking for. And and then we'll play a little bit because I'm on the worship team and I have not been practicing yet. But none of the songs we're doing tomorrow are new ones. They're all ones that I've played before, so I feel pretty confident. But I still need to practice before tomorrow. And I'm actually leading 2 of the songs, so that's kind of fun. That's new for this church. I haven't led a song in years, so that'll be new. I need to do some vocal warm-ups in the morning. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I am about to make some instant pot lasagna. I found a recipe online, which I'm using right there. And basically I'm gonna saute and cook the sausage first, add the onions and garlic, mince the garlic into it, add tomato paste, which I don't have, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of the sauce and all the seasonings, cook that together for a little bit on the saute function, add the rest of the sauce, which I'll probably add a little more, and a whole bunch of noodles. And I'll probably put the spinach in then as well. I don't know. I'm adding spinach. It's not in the recipe, but whatever. And then towards the end, I take it off. Once I pressure cook it, then I add the cheeses at the end, and it's gonna be delicious, I hope. I think it's gonna probably look like a hot mess, but it's gonna taste good. We'll see. There it is. I should have maybe gotten a little bit of the grease off from the meat first, but I'm about to dive in and have some of this. I'll show you once I put it in my bowl, but I'm so excited. It smells amazing, I can tell you that much. And I decided to not go with the spinach this time. So it's just a sausage, onion, salt, pepper, noodles, and cheese, and sauce, and garlic. Yum! Oh, you know what? While it sets a bit, I forgot I was gonna make garlic bread. I need to do that right now. Well, my friends, it does not look pretty, but it is so good. The noodles are cooked perfectly. I was a little nervous because I was not cooking them ahead of time. It's not too runny. The flavor is good. The cheese, you just kind of put it on top once the rest is cooked, and you seal the top again for 10 more minutes. It gives the sauce a chance to set, and it gives the cheese a chance to melt into it. And then when you have to scoop it out, that cheese kind of goes through it. So it's not layered like a lasagna, but it's kind of a mess in my bowl. So I've just been mixing it all up, and it is really good. I definitely would make this again. And I don't eat a ton of pasta at home in general, but this week with Jordan being ill, like comfort food is really speaking to me. And so this is a good comfort food. So I'm gonna watch some BookTube while I eat. And I decided not to put together my piano stand tonight. I don't know if I even mentioned that on here, but I have a new stand for my keyboard, and I'm not putting it together tonight because I just really want to sit down and read at this point. So I still need to practice, and then I'm gonna read. And it's already 7:45, yikes. So no more work for me today other than cleaning up this kitchen stuff, but I'm excited to eat this lasagna. Yum! All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Good morning. It's Sunday, and I am on the worship team today, so I'm like in the back hallway behind the stage at church. We go out this door over here, out onto the stage, right there. But I thought I would just say hello and good morning because I didn't get back on last night. I went to bed relatively early, pretty much after I practiced piano. I went to go sit and read, and I read just 2 chapters of What the Wind Knows, and I was really loving it. I already welled up with tears in the first chapter, so I know it's going to be good. So I'm hoping to get some good reading time in today. Right after church, I'm going to visit my brother in the hospital, see how he's doing without his vent. And then I'll come home and have a late lunch and then get ready for the Celebration of Discipline Live, which is at 4 o'clock today. And then after that, I'm just gonna read. No more work. But I hear more people coming now, so I'm gonna go. Hello, it is now 3:30 in the afternoon. I am just getting ready for my live for Celebration of Discipline and just filmed my middle grade March announcement. Yay! But I've been on like texting and stuff with my family a lot this afternoon because Jordan did not have a great night. And all the excitement of the vent coming out yesterday is stupid because he's back on it now. They had to re-intubate him today and just a lot of other stuff. He's got a fever and an infection that they're trying to figure out where the infection is. And he was not breathing well. So that's why they needed to intubate him again. I mean, that's putting it mildly. It got to the point where they needed to do that again. So yeah, it's not been a great day for Jordan. Thankfully, at one point when they know they're dealing with infection, they had to test for COVID, and that came back negative. So when I first spoke with the doctor around 12:30, they were like, you can't come in until we have a result for that. And it did come back negative. So praise God, I'm able to go in. So after my live for Celebration of Discipline, I'll be headed back over to the hospital to see him again. Yeah, it's just been a wild ride. So I appreciate those of you who are praying for him and continue to do so. I've not read a single page of anything today. So much for getting more of What the Wind Knows read. I will have time. I mean, visiting hours is only until 8 o'clock, so I'll have a little bit of time tonight to read. But yeah, after reading those 2 middle grade books right at the beginning of this weekend, I feel like I haven't touched anything yesterday and today. Not much. I've been continuing to work on Well Matched, though, the third in that Well Met series, that romance. I have that on my Kindle app. So I'm reading through that little by little by little. So that is what's going on in my world at the moment. Yeah. I was very emotional earlier. I have the big bags under my eyes. He's in the right place. He's where he needs to be. It's one of the best hospitals in the area, if not the best. So just have to trust that they know what they're doing. It's hard. And I know how hard it is. Like, as hard as it is for me and my family, like how much more so for Jordan, who has to walk through all of this. He doesn't really know all that's going on because he's so heavily sedated. But yeah, just when you think things are getting better. Poor guy. That's the update. I'll probably check in once or twice more before the end of the day. We'll see. Well, here we are at the end of the day, Sunday. I just edited the rest of this video and I need to put on a closing clip. I did not read anything else today. I did go in to see Jordan. He was not awake at all, and he was actually resting, and you could tell because his heart rate was coming down. It had been, as of even this morning, up in the 150 area, which is way high. But when I left, it was in the 80s, which is much, much better. And obviously like a resting heart rate, a normal resting heart rate. So I could tell he was kind of sleeping / heavily sedated. And I did not want to try to wake him up. I mean, they came in to do a couple different things with him and he didn't wake up for any of it. So I just kind of let him sleep. I know how hard it is to get good rest at the hospital when so many things need to happen. So I just let him rest. What a journey. But yeah, I then came home and made tacos so that I had another thing of leftovers for the week. So I have tacos and lasagna this week. Yum. Tacos make great leftovers because you can do salad, you can do quesadillas, you can do so many different options. So I made some taco meat and had tacos for dinner. I was very proud of myself because I was very tempted to just go to Taco Bell. But no, I came home and made my own, which are much healthier. I don't know about much healthier, but they are healthier. I'm sure of it. And I didn't read a single thing today. Not a single page. But it's only 9:30. I'm going to get this video done and up so that I can go lay in bed and read a little bit more of Well Matched until I fall asleep. And hopefully get to bed at a decent hour and hopefully not wake up in the middle of the night. That is always the goal. So I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking around till the end and watching this whole thing. I really appreciate your support and your love. People asking about Jordan and checking in with me to see how he's doing. And I know many of you are praying for him, and I truly do appreciate that. And know what a big support that is. Just emotionally for me, but also in like the spiritual realm. Like I believe that prayer works. And so I believe that together, all of us standing for Jordan is going to be helpful in the long run. So I'm leaving him in God's hands and trusting that that's the best place for him to be. So I appreciate your love and concern and all the positive vibes and thoughts and prayers and support that you give. Yeah, I'm repeating myself, but it really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for watching. I am going to end this here, and I will talk to you in another video very soon.